Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Dragon Island, the demo. So the captain just shipwrecked us on the island, and well, we're stuck on an island with a bunch of hot dragon guys. Oh no, how will we ever survive? But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy. For the next 18 minutes will entertain you. Let's jump right in. Alarm changer up, and let's go. Okay. Henry! Henry! Hey, you with us, Henry? Don't crowd around him, you idiots. Give him some space. I'm gonna go call someone. I don't understand. I was following the route down shown on the chart. There shouldn't have been anything to hit. The voices I could hear all around me slowly became clearer. I tried to open my eyes, but winced at the sting of salt water. Oh my. Oh, it's perfect. I felt something warm press into the side of my neck, like the fingers of a fluffy paw. I opened my mouth wide and tried to breathe, only to feel a rush of hot liquid escape my mouth as I coughed and sputtered. Breathe! My brain swam back into lucidity as oxygen refilled my lungs. Black was on one side, helping me up and slapping my back hard. You're finally awake! Any later and I have to start doing CPR on you! I shouldn't find that sexy, but... You're lucky Shang Wei fished you out of the sea, so your lungs were completely full of seawater. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You're spitting water like an Eastern dragon. Now I'm soaked. I can't cough. It's gonna actually start making me cough. Thanks. Great. Not even my first day and I almost drowned. Not a good sign for a lifeguard. Well, okay. Well, it seems we won't be going anywhere for now. Let's look around and see if we can't find some place to stay until we're rescued. Shang Wei extended his hand to me. You're coming with us. Before I could respond, Black slapped Shang's hand and glared at him. He just woke up. Let him rest. All right, if you insist. Just take a break for now, okay? Have you been drinking or something? If anyone had gotten injured. Hey, don't blame him. I was the one not staying in my seat. It's not just that. The damn boat ran straight into a reef and cracked like a creme brulee. We're shipwrecked. Creme brulee, not creme brulee. This shouldn't have happened. I was following the normal course. But I didn't expect a reef to be there, and I tried to avoid... Wait, we can just call and have the Coast Guard pick us up. I already tried that, but there's no cell service out here. Napoleon held the phone up to me. I've been walking up and down this entire beach and couldn't get anything. Wait a minute, there's a satellite phone on the boat. I'll call the mainland and have them send a boat to pick us up. Stay calm. They have experience in dealing with these kind of things, so they'll be able to handle it. Then I'll go with you. Alright. Liang slumped dejectedly and began walking towards the pier with Napoleon close behind. Stay at the beach. Stay at the beach, yeah. Stay at the beach. I looked at all the bags and suitcases scattered across the beach and decided to gather them up. Oh, hello there. The sand! Such wonderful golden sand! Oh, Yoshihide, that's him, okay. The sand! Such wonderful golden sand! It ain't like it's really gold! Matsu helped me drag our scattered luggage over to the pile before watching Yoshi run wild on the beach. Wait, where'd Shang Wei and Black go? They're looking around. Since there wasn't anyone at the pier to show us to our accommodations, Shang figured he'd go find some. Once they find some place for us to stay, we'll carry our stuff there. Hey, so much luggage. Don't worry, I can carry most of it. Figure you can handle the rest. I looked at the two large piles of luggage. One of the suitcases, the other of backpacks, behind Motsei, and gave him a disbelieving look. No! Woohoo! Oh, that's just adorable. Like watching a little kid, right? He's been like that since he got off the boat. Strange. Why do we have so much luggage? It's only a 3-day vacation, but there are 5 big suitcases and several travel bags. If it's too much for you, I can take more. Me? Ha! Don't worry about it. I'm used to slinging around gas tanks and whole swordfishes. Motsei pulled back his sleeves to reveal thickly muscled arms, and pointedly flexed them to show off. I've got plenty of meat under my blubber, so hey, eyes on the arms, not the belly. Our conversation was interrupted by a shout from the distance, as Shang Wei came jogging towards us. Are you guys ready? We found a place to stay. Shang bent over and, resting his hands on his knees, tried to catch his breath. Are you okay? You look like you ran a marathon. Wait, where's that little white brat that went with you? He said he was tired from walking, so I asked him to wait at the villa. Let's not delay too long, right? Alright, we're on our way. Mutse promptly hefted 4 of the suitcases into and under his arms, snared the 5th with his tail, then trundled off after Shang Wei. Looks like all 3 of my suitcases were carried off by that big lug. It's a bit embarrassing. 3 suitcases? Who needs that many changes of clothing? Napoleon and Leon each picked up a travel bag and followed after Mutse's retreating back. Yoshi ran over a particularly big seashell in his hand and glanced around. Has everyone left already? I may have been a bit distracted. I was putting it mildly, but I'm glad you had fun. I tossed a bag to Yoshi, then picked up the rest and jogged after the others. We left the beach and moved onto a road paved with smooth stones, which led us through a small tropical garden. The garden was clearly well tended and quite lovely. The pale pink frangipani was in bloom, and the broad leaves of the traveler's palm swayed in the wind. If Yoshi wasn't already tired from running around the beach, he'd probably exhaust himself here. Oh, finally. I knocked and knocked, but it seems nobody's inside. How annoying. No one? This makes no sense. This place looks like it's been taken well care of. If we can't get into the house, does that mean we're stuck outside for the next 2 days? If there was no one on this island, then perhaps our host lied to us. Black's wings went limp a bit as he became lost in thought. Perhaps this is some sort of fun little puzzle, like an escape room. Or perhaps they're preparing a surprise party for us. I checked the door handle. There wasn't any dust or rust on it. If anything, it looked like it had been cleaned and polished just recently. Now hold on, unless I missed my guess. There should be a key under here. Like we'd be that lucky. Ah! Mutsi bent down and lifted the mat in front of the door, then triumphantly held up a key. Ha ha! I knew it! Wait, how did you know? You learn a lot from watching TV shows. Mutsi unlocked the door and opened it, then took in a long, deep breath before he roared into the room beyond. Is there anyone? Yep, definitely works the night market with those lungs. I don't need to yell to attract folks to my grill. However, this place is too quiet. It really looks like there ain't anyone here. This place does look empty, but it doesn't have that unattended house smell to it. And it seems like the air conditioning and electricity is on. Let's check the kitchen. The 2 Eastern Dragons went into the kitchen together. Not long after, I heard the sound of running water coming from the kitchen. The taps are fine, and this place is fully equipped. Nobody is home, and yet the air conditioning is running? How wasteful. It's so neat and tidy, but no one's here. Kind of creepy if you ask me. Perhaps the previous guests just finished cleaning and left before we arrived. First, I doubt it. Second, do you really think we have to clean up after ourselves here? I thought that this was like a bed and breakfast situation. I'm pretty sure an ultra-exclusive place like this would have people to handle that. I'm wondering what kind of voice I should do for Napoleon. Not to mention, we've yet to meet our host. What? This mysterious Gordon Danham on the invitation letter. I'm beginning to lose patience with this air of mystery nonsense, especially in this situation. If nothing else, I can't paint his portrait if he doesn't show up, right? There we go. As important as this discussion may be, we should move to the living room instead of lingering in the foyer. Standing around like this is tiring, and the sofa in there looks really soft. I suppose there's no harm in that. This place doesn't seem dangerous. Then I'll just go and sit. Excuse me, Captain, but where are you going? Yeah, Captain, where are you going? I looked back. Leon had grabbed his duffel bag and was already midway through the door when Black's voice had stopped him. I'm going back to the Misty Dragon. So much going on? Wouldn't it be safer if we stick together? I really don't think there's a room for me in this villa. Don't worry, if there aren't enough beds, I'm fine with sharing mine. Look, this isn't really my kind of place. I've got a hammock on the bridge where I sleep just fine. I'm already used to it, so there's no trouble. It's probably more dangerous to sleep in a shipwreck. Come on, I'm sure your boss won't mind if you stay with us at our request, right? Fine. I dragged Leon back into the house. Just as he stepped in the door, Yoshi came running from the living room. Hey, Captain! What now? Are you familiar with the island? I was considering locations on Dragon Island to paint at before the owner arrives. Where's the highest place on the island? Can you take me there? You guys have fun. I'll go look. Henry, wait! Yoshi thrust a piece of draft paper in my general direction. What's this? Whenever I come to a new place for the first time, I always try to capture its beauty in my art as a souvenir. So I sketched out a rough structure of this villa's first floor. Could you help me check if it's accurate? Sure, I guess. When I have time. Whatever you find, please endeavor to keep me informed. By the way, what about the second floor? The room upstairs are locked. Ah, I see. I looked up at the ceiling, and I could see a camera and a projector hanging from it. Ah, a projector! Perhaps we could have a movie night. A group of people trapped on an island. I can only think of one movie. And that would be... And then there were none. Oh, okay. Toilet, kitchen, dining room, cellar, outdoors. Where are we now? Are we in the... Let's go to the bathroom and wash up. Oh, nice bathroom. I pushed open the door to the bathroom. Everything looked neat and tidy. There was a faint scent of fresh flowers in the room, and the exhaust fans was running quietly. There were even a few freshly picked red frangipani flowers on the vanity. The place was so pleasant, I could have probably done some yoga if it weren't for the very obviously placed cameras. Your future life, all set. Thanks, China. I get that it's for security, but putting cameras in the bathroom is a bit much. Yeah, that's fucking weird, man. Let's see, let's go to the kitchen. Napoleon and Motsei went straight to the kitchen as soon as they entered the house. I guess that for them, a kitchen is as much as a safe haven as it is a battlefield. I don't blame them. People have to eat after all. I slipped through the dining room past Shang Wei and Black, who were talking amongst themselves, and stepped through a glass sliding door into the kitchen. Cameras were also planted in the kitchen, staring at us from the corner. Is this some kind of gay dragon dating reality TV show? Motsei was holding the refrigerator freezer compartment open and glaring at the ingredients, while Napoleon, who had donned an apron, was carefully inspecting the stovetop and ovens with a clinical eye. Frozen scallops, frozen shrimp, frozen octopus. Ah! All of this crap is frozen! If I fed this kind of stuff to my regular customers, I'd never hear the end of it. It all ends up the same way, anyway, regardless of freshness. Considering you likely season and brush them with a heavy layer of sauce, it all likely tastes the same, too. Do I look like an amateur? Do I look like some amateur to you? Clearly you've never had my grilled fish with sea salt before. If my ingredients ain't fresh, then I might as well shoot myself in the foot. I'm surprised you can still see your feet. If you don't want them, I'll use them. Some of us aren't quite so picky. Motsei grunted in irritation and looked over at me. Looks like you're on seafood catching duty. I'm a lifeguard, not a fisherman. Fish people ain't much difference. So unless you don't want barbecue, hop to it. Let's see, talk. Status quo. Until now, we haven't seen anyone on this island, not even the owner. This is simply unbelievable, but thank goodness we have decent cooking facilities here. Napoleon added cold butter to the dough as his tail leisurely swished. And what should we do next? Should we find the host first, or borrow Liang's satellite phone to call the police? First things first. First things first. Dinner. Most people don't think straight with an empty stomach. After that, we can discuss our next move. You seem like the kind of guy who'd still eat on time if the world was ending. Food means energy to do things. Even armies march on their stomachs, right? What exactly call us an army? Well, if you're that grumpy, I'll make sure you get seconds. He turned back to focus on his dough. Apron. Of all things, you got your apron out first? Actually, there was a folded apron on the countertop when I came in. It looks exactly like the one you wear in the commercial. Napoleon blinked and looked down at his apron again. It's really... I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that. Baking. Not to distract you, but have you always been interested in baking? Napoleon dusted off his hands and looked away from the half-rolled tart crust before him. Of course. I was always in the kitchen ever since I was about 5 or 6. My father taught me how to make desserts in his spare time, and I learned dozens of recipes. I'm so jealous. There's nothing there to envy. He pressed the tart crust into a greased baking pan and spread a bag full of baking weights across the tinfoil compacted. It has nothing to do with talent. It's all just practice and learning. I just started a little early, that's all. I'm just jealous that you found something to be passionate about so early. Napoleon sighed and slid the baking sheet into the preheated oven. I suppose so. Dinner! So what's on the menu for tonight? Napoleon was busy stir-frying some shrimp and bacon, only glancing away to check on Motse. I'm planning on a shrimp and bacon quiche, since Motse is busy having a snit about these disgusting ingredients. I told you, it's not disgusting, it's inappropriate. Okay, but you could make some vegetables to go with it. Not much fat, seems. Oh, go find some cabbage leaves to chew on. You guys have fun, I'll just see myself out. I think I get why there's only ever one head chef in the kitchen. Someone else. Let's see. Status quo. If this island was supposed to be full of people... Oh, God. No. Supposed to be full of people, blah, blah, blah. Okay. If this island was supposed to be full of people, then where the heck are they? Okay. Even the owner of the place is gone. When I get my claws on him, I'll... Let's say pulled a frozen fish out of the freezer and brandished it like a sword in my direction. Maybe he'll be here soon. I just hope he was delayed by something. You better show up, or... Seems that when an Eastern dragon gets angry, his beard starts shaking. Or what? Let's say inhaled slowly, and wiped some water from the frozen fish on his belly as he turned his bared fangs into a friendly grin. Or he's going to miss the barbecue! Catching fish. Speaking of barbecue, what's on the menu? River fish, marine fish, shellfish, shrimp, crab, octopus, jellyfish. I'll grill basically anything. What the fuck? Do not grill the jellyfish. Do not eat the jellyfish. Most of what's on my menu is seasonal, since I cook whatever the fishermen catch. I told you I'm a lifeguard. I don't know how to catch fish. Let's say I opened the refrigerator and pulled out 2 big eggplants. Today's special is grilled eggplant with garlic. Normally I don't serve eggplant. Let's say I put the dark eggplant against his dark scales as though to compare them. Wow, it really matches your scales. And that's why I don't serve it. Don't want the customers getting any weird ideas. So, what's for dinner? Let's say I sliced an eggplant in half and started dicing some garlic. I'm grilling some eggplant with garlic. The fancy boy over there is trying to make something edible out of that frozen shrimp. You don't have to eat it. It's not like you can't stand to miss a meal. Keep it up, and next time I'll be serving fresh beef. Let's say set up a grill on the stove, brushed a layer of minced garlic on the eggplant, and drizzled it with egg wash. Talk to someone else. Stop talking. Where are we gonna go? Let's go to the map. Next area. All right. Dining room. Shang Wei and Black were talking to each other as I walked into the dining room. Welcome. At Polly's announcement, they stopped talking. Shang Wei smiled at me and Black raised his hand in casual greeting. Following the scent of food? From the time you entered this house, you seemed to be wandering around. Were you looking for something? I'm just checking the map that Yoshi drew. I showed them the map that Yoshi gave me. I suppose it makes sense. Since our host isn't here, he had to find something to draw. I too should find something to occupy myself with before I start thinking about... I don't think he drew it out of boredom. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. I like this game. I like this game a lot. Ah, yes! Alright guys, that concludes the next episode of Dragon Island Demo. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!